Yes, sir. Trying to lock it in. Yeah, next week. Oh, yeah. What's good? It's your boy Chevy. We are back with another video. I am super hyped for today because we are getting another mod onto the BMW. This is the second video for mods on the BMW for the whole month of March. That's all we're doing for the month of March. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's all we're doing. If you love seeing the mods that we're putting onto the 440, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned as we drop new videos, because at the end of this month, your boy is working on something super special. Plus, I'm looking at all of the votes. Right now, the votes are winning for coilovers versus high pressure fuel pump. If you have not seen the video where I asked you guys that question and you give that answer on there, make sure you check out that video because you want to get your answer in, especially if you want to see more power in the 440i. Right now, let's take a look at the 440i. All right, so now outside, you can see on the 440i, we got the paint match reflectors right here. Look amazing, along with the ones right here in the rear on both sides. So now the 440i is looking really nice paint match as far as that goes. So let me show you guys what we're working with today. I've been wanting to do this mod for so long. I'm so excited we're gonna get this on here for you guys to check it out right here, bro. Inside of this kit right here, your boy is rocking the stud conversion kit for the 440i. It's gonna make it so much easier, especially when I'm swapping from winter setup to the summer setup to any of the setups, right? So if you guys already know, this could be hinting at something. Your boy wants to run some wheels on this thing eventually, but we gotta lower it first. This is gonna help make that job so much easier, switching over from winter setup to whatever that new setup will look like. So I hope you guys are excited. Let's jump into the install. This should be a fairly simple one. So let's start off with what you need. I ordered this from Keys Motorsports, but this is the Motorsport Hardware set. I got the black lug nuts, bro. And we're gonna take a look at those pretty soon here. You're going to need to get yourself a 5mm hex. That's what you're gonna need to install this set. Also, don't forget your torque wrench. You're gonna need one of these to torque those studs down and also your wheels down. So make sure you have a torque wrench. And then last but not least, you're going to need some blue thread locker. This is what the company recommends. A lot of people use red if you're tracking the car a lot, but they recommend blue because you don't need any heat or anything like that to get them off if you're gonna sell a car, swap it over, anything like that. So let's jump into the install. What I'm doing right now is jacking the car up so we can get this wheel off. Then after we get the wheel off, we can throw the stud on. And we just need it slightly off the ground so that way we can take this wheel off of here. Alrighty guys, impact gun, 17mm. Let's crack this thing off. This right here. So let's get the wheel off. So over to the side. All right, so looking in here, these are where the studs are gonna go inside of, right in there. Not a bad time right now when you got the wheel off to check your brakes. And you guys can see they still look awesome, front and on the inside. So outside, inside pads still look amazing. These yellow stuff pads stop the car so well. Now, one thing I wanna mention, if these are very dirty for you, make sure you clean those out before you throw the studs in there. This would ensure that you have proper contact points in the inside and they're not gonna back out on you later on, especially with the thread locker. I think we're good. Alrighty, so we're in here back in the garage. Got my thread locker. We're gonna go ahead and open this thing up. And this is what we're working with, right? So if we open off the cap of this, we can see inside of here is the blue stuff. Now, very important with the thread locker is you don't want actually the metal to touch your tip at all here. Pause. But you don't want the metal to touch the tip in here. You actually want to get enough out onto the tip of here. So enough thread locker out here, and then you align that up on top of your threads. And you don't need a lot of this stuff, honestly. People just overdo it sometimes. Let me show you. Gonna squeeze this open, and we're gonna let out a bit of this, like this. And then we're gonna go ahead and just drop it along there without letting the threads touch my tip. And that might almost be a little too much. Just like that. And what's gonna happen is when you thread this in, it's going to slowly coat over the rest of this. When you're not using this, make sure you put your cap back on. Let's work our way over to the car. Alrighty, back over at the car. All I'm gonna do is take this thread and I'm gonna slide it in there and work it on. All right, we're gonna do the rest of these and we're gonna torque it down. But what I'm gonna do is plug these ones in and then we're gonna torque these guys down with the hex on the end. That's what I like about these because they have this hex. It allows you to go ahead, torque it down instead of using like a double lug nut method that a lot of other kits use. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get the other ones in. Movie magic, bang. So just like that, they're all on there. Movie magic. Now, the next important part you got to do is torque this thing down. Mine calls for 25 foot-pounds. I got the hex on the end. Let's go ahead and put it in there. Let's work this thing to 25 foot-pounds. Now all I'm gonna do, I got a pry bar here with microfiber towel on the top of it to protect the threads here. And that's just gonna hold it in place so I can turn this, so boom, torque down. Let's do the next one. All right, so I've gone through, torqued all of these down. That is set. And honestly, if like you weren't recording like I'm doing right now, this install will take like 10 minutes, not even that. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like once I throw the wheel on. Just to be able to hang this like this without having to use a hanger tool or anything is sick. Oh, that's so nice. Let's grab my lug nuts. I should also mention, these are the lug nuts that I'm using. They got a spline end on the tip of them. So it uses this safety lug. I don't have to worry about people stealing my wheels or anything like that. So it just goes inside of here like that. Go on, and we start the thread. Boom. All right. Now I should mention one thing that they say is you should not torque your wheels down with a torque gun, right? Or an impact gun or anything like that. And I think that's very important because you don't want those things to back out on you. One, that's where the thread locker is going to help us. And then two, I'm only using 80 foot-pounds here. That's way lower than what the torque spec is on this. So I don't think we have much to worry about. But I'll let you guys know if something comes up as a result of this. Let's go ahead and torque these things down and let's see what this final product looks like on this. Bro, this looks so good, so good. Oh, I should mention what spec I went with here. So first of all, they are bullet nose. They are 78 millimeters. And that 78 millimeters allows me to be able to put spacers on the car, like slight spacers, if I ever want to do that. Then on top of that, I got the MH Racing lug nuts. This setup looks clean. Let me lower the car and then take a look. I like the way this looks. I mean, when you come in here and you take a look at this thing, I love how you can see just a little bit of the stud sticking out past the wheel a little bit, but it's not really past the wheel. It's like flush up with the hub. This looks good. All right, let me go ahead and do the rest of them. We got to get the car washed up and then let's see what this thing looks like final. This is such an easy install. If you're waiting on this, do this. I feel like this is gonna save me a lot of time, especially if I ever take this thing to the track and I wanna swap out wheels for track wheels. I ain't gotta worry about these like long studs and all that. Just lug nuts, just like everybody else. All right, let's do the rest of these. All right, now that we got all the wheel studs in, we're gonna do is torque these guys down. I'm gonna do the rest of the wheels and I'll get back with you. All right, so some big benefits I really wanna talk about, and I might've touched on some of this a little bit ago. Big things, if you gotta do wheel changes, makes it so much easier because you can swap them in and out. It's like pit stops, right? Before you have to line up your wheel, line up the studs, put the bolts in, things like that. That makes it a lot more difficult when you gotta swap wheels out, especially between summer, winter setup, or if you're doing a track setup as well on top of that. So this is gonna make that much easier. Next thing, these things look so good, like so good. Take a look at these things. Like that looks clean inside of there. Can't recommend them more. That's really just personal preference. So if you don't like that kind of look, it might be different for you. Honestly, I was in between going black or titanium ones. Titanium ones were very expensive, but I mean, I wonder what those will look like. I don't know, let me know, but I like the black right now, so we're just gonna keep rocking with those. Another big benefit, and I didn't talk about this at all, when you're putting those lug studs inside of here, every single time you have a chance to cross thread those. That means if you happen to cross thread those, that means that you need to rethread your hub, right? Now it's just studs and cheap lug nuts. Well, not really cheap, these lug nuts are not cheap, but lug nuts that are going on. So if something happens with those, you just gotta replace that one stud and the lug nut that was on there. This is way, way better, especially if you're gonna do a track setup and you're gonna be changing those things in and out a lot more than normal people would on their car. So I am super excited about this. Let's go get this car washed. Let's get some final shots of what this looks like because it looks really good. I can't wait to see this thing once it's all cleaned up. Let's jump out of here. Yes, sir. Trying to lock it in. Yeah, next week. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, bet. Let's do it then. All right, bro. I'll catch you. Ah, bro, that is crazy. All right, so your boy's been, like I said, your boy's been trying to get something linked up on the whip pretty soon here. So I hope you guys are excited to see that. It's something you guys have been asking for. So your boy's trying to get that locked down. I can't wait to get it done. So let's see. Hopefully everything falls into place. I was talking to my bro right there. Might be able to get it done. Anyways, I guess just talking about the install, let's hop out the car. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Bro, I tried to come over to the park just to get a low-key little area. Bro, it is packed today. This is like one of the nicest days we've had all season. So everything's packed right now. Everything is packed right now. Let me hop out the whip, show you guys. I cleaned it up a little bit. Let's go take a look. All right, so once again, the car is looking pretty clean. It's looking so clean right now. Oh my gosh, those paint match reflectors, key. So I guess the biggest thing we need to look at is just those new studs, because the new studs just make this thing look so good. Like bro, it's crazy. Like it's not, I don't know how to explain it. Like, hold on, let me just show you guys real quick. Let's hit the slow-mo, let's go. This thing looks so crazy good. Like, honestly, I can't get over it. Anyways, this was an easy install. If you were doing something like this for yourselves, remember, this thing only took me about 45 minutes to change them all out, and that's with me recording and everything. So if you're not doing that, you'll probably do it a lot quicker than I did it. Would I rate this install as far as like how difficult it is? Very easy to do, probably like a 2 out of 10. You just gotta be able to get your wheels off and do things like that. As far as changing this out and would I recommend this? Most definitely, bro, most definitely, because when I was putting my wheels back on, world of a difference. I'm not goofing around with wheel pin hangers, all of that stuff. It's really just putting a new wheel up there. It's holding itself in that spot, putting the lug nuts on, zipping it down, torquing it down. So much easier, makes it just like every other car out there on the market, and I can see the true value of these. So if you got the extra change to spend on this, want to make your life a little easier and you're changing out your wheels a ton, definitely recommend this setup here. Also, I did not mention, if you have wheel spacers, they actually recommend you put studs on there, like you do a stud conversion, because you can make sure that those torque specs are perfect for it, rather than messing around with spacers and things like that. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, it's your boy Chevy. We signing out with another video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. I'll put the links down there for you guys to use, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Y'all, almost forgot to say, if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We got mods going on this car all month long of March. So make sure you subscribe so you can check those new videos out. Anyways, it's your boy Chevy. We signing out with another video. Catch you in the next one. Peace. Yeah, okay. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months. All in all, I can't just get enough. I know. What's up? I've been on a paper chase for months. I've been on a marathon for months. All in all, I can't just get enough.